Hello, hello. I think we're live. We'll find out soon here. Let me pop out this chat.
Should I move the microphone or no?
Oh, yeah. I think we usually have. This microphone's pretty sensitive, so it should be fine.
Yeah, that's good.
Hey, guys. I guess let me check on my phone, make sure it's streaming. Let me see. Are we live? Yes, we are. There we go. Hey, everybody.
Hello, everybody. What's up?
Let me check on my phone. Oh, yep, we are definitely live. Let me turn this down.
I see already an interesting comment. Can you make that larger?
Yeah, let me pop this out and.
Oh, that's awesome.
Hold on, it's still the same size actually. Hold on. Why is it not letting me? Oh, it's like doing it to like everything.
Oh, that's great.
Hold on, that's not great for me. It's a little large.
As our most loyal know, I'm quite blind, so.
Oh, it resets both of them. All right. That's fine. There you go. Is that visible enough
That's
for you?
great. That's great. I like it. I still have to lean forward. Can I move this?
Yeah. I would say maybe
There
we
we
do
go.
it like
There we
this.
go.
Is that okay for you?
Yeah, that works.
I can't actually. I guess I can see us here.
Hello, everybody. We appreciate you hanging with us while we navigate these technical difficulties.
Yeah. Thanks for being here, guys. Let me set these comments to.
Gopher.
All right, so Galen Dugal, Nimoy had done directing before this for TV. In fact, it was Shatner who pushed for Nimoy to get a shot at directing an episode of his cop show, T.J. Hooker. Yet Nimoy was crazy insecure about directing this.
Okay.
He did a great job. I mean, spoiler alert, we enjoyed it quite a bit.
Yeah. Oh, Jim Jordan, looking forward to this. I've watched you both since the beginning of your Star Trek journey. So first of all, we appreciate it, and also our condolences, because we realized in those first few episodes, we probably talked too much or at the wrong time. So, like, we're actually both cognizant of it right now. Nevertheless, really appreciate you saying you've been here from the beginning. It really means a lot. This community means a lot to both of us, and that's why we're doing this, just kind of spur of the moment. We just watched the third movie, The Search For Spock, and we had a great time. So we're happy to just talk about whatever you guys want to hang out and talk about.
Yeah. Oh, John Rogers is here. That's Dead God, my buddy.
Awesome.
Jeffrey Linehan said one more to go before TNG. Yes, indeed. We are still going to watch the animated series, but we decided instead of watching it, the animated series first and then TNG, we're going to watch the animated series when we start TNG. So we're going to kind of do them together so we still get a little touch of TOS.
Yeah, just to mix it up also a little bit.
So it's slightly out of release order that we're going to do that, but I'm going to hook up this AC.
You're fine. While he does that, I will go for Baroque. Hello. Thanks for being here. Last minute. We didn't really plan this that well. Let's get some Spock Lazarus likes on this stream. Yeah. Lazarus came up in a recent episode of, was it Plato's Stepchildren we just aired? Or Tholian Web. It was one of the two.
Requiem for Methuselah.
Oh, Requiem for Methuselah. Excuse me.
Where the guy...
The villain said he had the knowledge of Lazarus, and I said, oh, God.
He said he was Lazarus.
Poor guy. But anyway.
I'm going to go ahead and start copying these files. Little behind the scenes, Mike's going to edit. We recently filmed the first Xena appearance on Hercules, and Mike's going to edit that. So I'm going to be copying those files over to Mike's laptop here.
Yeah, and the Hercules was fun, and so was Xena, and just we picked the show because we've heard from so many people how good it was, if you don't know, and it just kind of coincides with TNG coming up and Babylon 5, so we thought these three shows kind of the same era would hopefully play off each other. Xena's not doing, the views that our other shows are doing, but...
Not doing well at all.
No, but honestly, it's enjoyable, and I would encourage you, we had never seen it, so give it a shot. It's just if you're bored or you really like us and you want to help us.
What a sell if you're bored.
But we have a lot of comments, so go for Baroque. Thank you. Spock Lazarus. Are those microbes crawling on your shoulder? Dave Kelsey wants to know.
Oh, I think he's referring to the microbes at the end that grow those like ugly creatures on the planet. They said there were microbes on Spock's not his casket, but the photon torpedo, which, yeah, I mean, I guess it is his casket.
Yes. Jim Jordan, you're both great. Hey, thanks, Jim Jordan. I
Nice to
really
say Cena
appreciate
turning
that. The edited YouTube reaction, Stephen Douglas, you're referring to the movies. We're really trying right now. We kind of made a decision. We're trying to get through season 3 because we filmed it, and I'm helping with editing now. We're really trying to get them out as fast as possible. You might have noticed Plato's Stepchildren and Tholian Web came out kind of back to back, and we're not always going to do it back to back with all these shows just for variety's sake and whatnot. But our movie reactions are fun, and we're ready to get on to TNG and just more of Batman season 2 also. So we're trying to do this as fast as possible for you guys. So thank you. We agree about William Shatner showing off his acting chops. You said it. People say this man can't act.
Some people say he can't act or that he overacts.
I disagree.
Yeah, like the way I mean, at Wrath of Khan, the funeral scene is incredible. I mean, the death scene is incredible. I mean, just in general, his reaction to David's death in Search for Spock was great.
I thought he underplayed it, if anything. Like, he kind of checked on him, made peace with it, but then he realized there were bigger things at stake. So, you know, I enjoyed the way that played out.
Oh, yeah, I did too. You need to unlock your laptop so I can copy
Oh,
this
sorry.
stuff over.
I'm sure this is what the audience wants to see.
Mike's password is Shatner kiss me.
Mine's related to the Nature Boy Ric Flair, so it's the horror. But yeah, Dead God, Hercules or Xena, you couldn't get into it. I never watched it when I was growing up, but we're enjoying it now. So again, if you want to watch a random episode, I would say you might like it more than you expect, as we did. We didn't know if we would continue with this, so it's
yeah.
fun.
The first episode of Xena in particular is a lot of fun. Like there's some crazy fight scenes in it. I don't know. There's definitely good stuff in it. IMO.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, hell, Jeffrey Linhan wants to know, what did you think a transwarp drive actually does?
Just makes you go as fast as the plot says you need to go. Yeah, they don't really explain like what it means or like how much faster it would be than...
What's the highest? 12 have we gotten to?
I'm trying to think in TOS. I'm sure you guys know.
Definitely 8 or 9. We've definitely had 8 or 9.
We've seen that a bunch of times, but I think there's been a few times where like somebody made it go like warp 11 or whatever. The warp scale's like all over the place on TOS.
But yeah, go for Baroque to talk Jerome Bixby, Requiem, Mirror Mirror by any other name, Day of the Dove, Man of the Earth. A tiny independent... Okay, he did an independent movie too. Gopher, I'm going to say, spoiler alert, Requiem was not our favorite by any means. So it's just kind of funny that he wrote these other great episodes that for the most part we really liked, but that one did not really hit it for us. Warp 14.
Yeah, I'll be honest. I mean, Requiem for Methuselah, I mean, it did not get... It got some of our lowest ratings of the entire series, for sure. It just, I don't know, man. It's just kind of boring. I don't know.
Anyway, Brett Robbins, love the Batman 66, highlight of your day. We appreciate that too, and there's so many subtle things in Batman. They talk about like the energy shortage in Gotham. There's like electrical issues. There's water issues. They kind of bring up these recurring storylines that as a kid you wouldn't get, but as adults we're watching this, I'm like, okay, there's continuity here. It's smarter writing than you would think. So we're glad you enjoy Batman, and if you haven't watched Batman 66, it's kind of a fun ride.
Right click on this.
Wait, Ricardo Ortiz, is this the Lazarus Lair? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. He gave something a Lazarus recently. Spoiler alert. What did you give a Lazarus?
It wasn't that. And the Children Shall Lead, I gave a Lazarus
yes,
too.
You gave it a Lazarus, yes.
I thought about giving Requiem for Methuselah a Lazarus at one point.
I was very close. I think I was D minus, which might be as close as you can be to a Lazarus.
Yeah. But, you know, I mean, it's fine. How do you right click on this?
David Marsden, thank you for enjoying our work.
Yeah, sorry guys, I'll pay attention in a second. I'm just trying to get these files over on Mike's computer.
So yeah, Satosh Matrix 1, if I'm saying it right, Star Trek 3, a lot of the comments that he read talked about how people think the odd number movies aren't as good as the even numbered movies. I enjoyed what we just watched, the Search for Spock. I mean, coming off the Wrath of Khan, I mean, how do you live up to the Wrath of Khan, in my opinion, based on what I know? And again, just if you're new here, no spoilers. I haven't watched anything past the Search for Spock, but I found it, the camaraderie of the family, just everybody getting together. So many great moments in Search for Spock, and
Yeah,
I found it very enjoyable.
There was a lot more humor in it versus Wrath of Khan too, and at the right
than
spots.
both first two movies.
Oh, yeah.
But at the right spots, not to the point that it was a comedy or a parody or anything.
So guys, no spoilers past Search for Spock, but I will say what Mike said at the end of Search for Spock was like during our discussion, you said something like that you wish you had gotten a little bit more of Spock, knowing whether or not he's gonna fully recover his memories or not, because we just get a taste.
I did.
But by the same token, it says, and the adventure continues, so we know we'll things are continuing. So.
And I agree with these comments to combine a couple. Jim Jordan, ST3 is way underrated. It's a very somber movie. I kind of agree. At the end, I was like, I just want to know Spock's okay. Like, he's like, Jim, you are Jim, or whatever he said. And you could see McCoy was okay, but I was like, man, I just want Spock to know that. It kind of reminded me of her in that TOS episode. I think it was in season 2 when she kind of became childlike and incapacitated. How she regained her faculties, facilities, whatever, slowly. I just wanted to know that Spock was okay. But then the adventure continues kind of leads me to believe. I'm like, okay, there's more coming, which made me smile. And, it was a good, feel-good ending for it.
So should we tell them how we were watching the end of Wrath of Khan while getting set up?
Yes.
So,
lay it on there.
So Mike comes over to my place to film, and I had been playing like Wrath of Khan today just while getting set up and stuff. He comes in like the last 15-20 minutes or so, basically right when Spock's about to die or whatever. Yeah. And so you end up sitting and watching the whole thing, and through the funeral, we were like both getting teary-eyed just watching it again. And I completely forgot that Search for Spock kicks off with a recap of it, and I was like,
"Did you forget that?"
Yeah.
I was kind of like, we could have just started the movie.
I forgot all about it, and then like they basically run through the whole thing again, and I'm like, "Damn it, Kirk's gonna be again." I just watched this 20 minutes ago. It got me teary-eyed again.
It was great though.
Yeah, I mean, just a great from the death scene to the funeral, just really good stuff.
Oh, CLEL 376, if I'm saying that right. If I'm wrong, I apologize. I love Search for Spock more than Wrath of Khan. They do go well together. I said to him, I really love how Search for Spock starts like, it seems a couple hours after the last movie ends. Not every movie I know is going to be like that, so that's kind of cool. Yeah, Rafael Rosario, Paramount's mantra, save it for the sequel. Money, money, money. I get it.
Almost done here. Just got to find one more file.
Yeah, Satosh Matrix. I also really like that the Enterprise is still severely damaged at the start of the film. Usually Star Trek has a magic reset button problem where nothing seems to have happened. I was still dubious at the end watching the ship burn that I'm like, no, there's going to be a part of the ship they saved that they could recreate it. Like right? I'm like, this can't happen.
like the saucer section has just exploded. And Mike's like, it'll be fine, right? It'll land on Genesis or something. I'm like, the ship's gone.
Oh, yeah, hell, Jeffrey has a comment that we talked about this while watching it. Originally, the villains were going to be the Romulans. Does the bird of prey in neutral zone. We mentioned this watching it. It felt like that movie with the disappearing ship. It felt like Balance of Terror a little bit.
Yeah, early on you mentioned that it should... I think it was during the introduction when you were talking about what you would... predictions or something like that. You said, like, well, I think maybe either the Klingons or Romulans should be involved. You said something to that effect, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay, so yeah, Corinne Morris... For Search for Spock, they kept the discussion of the Enterprise a secret and were annoyed. They released it in the trailer, and you said it was in a commercial. Like,
well, somebody in the comments said that.
How did they do that? I don't get that.
I don't get it either.
That's wild. Spoilers. Like,
yeah, that would be like spoiling. Well, I know. I guess Spock's death had leaked for Wrath of Khan, but yeah, that's a wild thing to like put in the freaking trailer. Like,
I agree. It's a lot. So
I mean, people complain about trailers nowadays giving away too much. I mean,
I've said that too. Like, even when I watch modern trailers, I'm like, man, like watching the movie in hindsight, I feel like they're just giving away the whole plot. Jim Jordan, we love these personal stories. Like, did you watch it live, like when it came out in the early '80s, or was it as a little bit later? We love these personal stories of people experiencing these episodes for the first time. So if you want to share, great. But yeah, I can imagine being very upset when they destroyed the Enterprise. Big Gator. Wow. Well, $20.
Oh,
wow.
Thanks.
Jeez.
TS.
Let's read this out. You can read it.
Oh, The Search for Spock isn't the terrible movie most fans make it out to be. It is just sandwiched between two great movies. The motion picture just has pacing problems The Final Frontier is the only real terrible Star Trek movie and isn't canon in my head. That's the fifth movie, which I
And
actually
I
like.
do know that's not a spoiler. I know.
Yeah,
That's,
yeah. He knows the names of all the movies. But I like. I mean, I did tell Mike the fifth movie is my least favorite, but I don't say it's.
You didn't
bad.
say it was bad. By
I just say it's my least favorite, but
Sure.
I still think it's good.
That's great. And again, Big Gator, thank you for the donation.
Yeah, thank you so much.
It really
Really
means a
appreciate
lot. I mean, we're just happy to be hanging out. And, you know, our previous kind of live streams we did a little later in the evening. We're just switching it up because we know people are everywhere, different coasts, different countries. And just, honestly, we really appreciate the support. And we'll throw it out here, too. If anybody was at the convention that happened to see us or run into us or have us a photo or anything, just we haven't really done a convention wrap-up video, which we could talk about that in a second if some people were at the convention. But we definitely did meet a lot of people that seemed to enjoy the channel, and it was a great experience on so many accounts. And if it's anything related to TNG stuff or later that Yahel can answer better than me, feel free to ask it because I probably won't remember it, so don't worry about it. But Jim Jordan, wait, to finish the thought, I'm 60 years old, my friends and I went. Everyone was upset, but they'd been fuming since seeing the trailer. Oh, I could be upset too since seeing the trailer.
Yeah, somebody left us a comment that we read during the discussion talking about how when they saw the movie in theaters, the files are on here now.
Great.
How when they saw the movie in theaters and the Enterprise blew up, that like the gas and people's reaction was so loud that it was louder than the sound of the explosion itself.
That's insane.
Which it doesn't surprise me at all. I mean, I've seen a few Star Trek films in theaters, and there's definitely been times when certain things happen on screen and the reaction from in the theater is visceral because these are characters that we've grown so attached to.
Recorder Ortiz, thank you for the compliments. You guys are awesome. We're glad you enjoyed our take, and we're going to keep going with it. But Satosh Matrix has a question that I think we talked a lot about this watching the movie right now.
Oh yeah, what did you think of the music score of Star Trek 3? It's one of my all-time favorite film scores. We loved it.
Yeah.
Actually, all three.
We mentioned it several times.
All three movies we've complimented the score during the reactions, but one of the things that we actually complimented during 3 is that there's a couple times where there's no score, like when Kirk finds out that David's been killed, and I thought that was a great choice. I don't know if that was James Horner or it's Nimoy or
Could
whoever.
be Nimoy. I mean,
maybe
we
the
don't
editor.
know.
I mean,
know.
who
Yeah.
knows? Maybe a producer, but. So those moments without score were perfectly done, and when the score came back in, it really meant even more. So yeah. Anyways, we love the score.
But sometimes less is more. You're right. Lose it for a little bit. Let the moment sink in, and then continue.
Yeah.
Great.
Jim Jordan said Kirk lost a son and the ship he adored all. That was one of the things we were talking about.
We were just talking about this.
Kirk experiences 3 deaths back to back to back. You know, Spock, his son, and the ship. Yeah, he gets Spock back, but not a great month for Kirk. Although I like the original scores by James Horner, I like Jerry Goldsmith's score more. I think Goldsmith did the first movie, right? And then Horner did 2 and 3. I think Jim Jordan, but he got Spock back priorities.
We kind of said that, though. It's, I mean, kind of you're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't at this point. You know, you're losing something no matter what.
Yeah.
In the situation. And I even kind of said at this point, you know, both Kirk and even Bones, like when they asked Bones if he was ready for the thing at the end, the procedure, I guess, do you have any hesitations? You might not be the same. What do you have to lose at this point? So, you know.
The scene where Bones is talking to Spock before Spock gets his Katra back is really nice when Bones tells Spock, you know, I couldn't stand to lose you a second time.
Yeah.
And he says talks
that
about
was
how
great.
he missed
That was
him.
great. I actually said the one thing I would have liked in Wrath of Khan before Kirk goes into the eulogy. I would have loved to have seen Bones maybe have a short speech, but I feel like we got a lot of those moments in The Search for Spock. Like the moment he just referenced where Bones says, I couldn't stand to lose you a second time.
Guys, gonna show. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Gonna show you guys a couple things that I picked up at
some fun stuff.
STLV. So first,
Badger, hey Badger.
Hey Badger,
What's up?
good to see you. So we hung out with Badger quite a bit at STLV, and that was awesome. Thanks, Badger, for hanging out so much.
Thanks for not complaining about the charges to your room. That's me.
So one of the things I got was the first day. we
Continue.
we met David Gerald, and one of our favorite episodes from Babylon 5 so far has been Believers.
Yeah.
Not the most popular overall episode, but we got the script for Believers signed by David Gerald, and because it was the first day and it was
Thanks,
early,
Big Gator.
David Gerald spent like 7-8 minutes.
He really took his time, and we talked to him, and
So he basically
so kind.
He told us a great story about how it came about that he ended up doing the Babylon 5 script, and he talked about JMS for a little bit. So we're gonna tell that story. We're gonna do an STLV video, and we'll talk about it. But we got that, and then this, and this was free. This is like a review cassette, or it's not even a cassette. It's whatever format this is. It was sent to Gene Roddenberry for review, allegedly. Somebody for review. So this is for the episode The Game. Basically, Star Trek Wine and Spirits was giving these out if you went and you gave them like a secret word. They would let you pick through some of these review tapes that were sent before they were finally like given the final go-ahead to go be sent to TV stations. So I can't play this. I don't have a player for this. I don't think anybody does, but it's a really cool little thing. I don't think it's a Betamax. They told us the format. I can't remember what it is, but I don't know. Maybe it is a Betamax.
Oh, you said VTR.
Yeah, VTR. That sounds familiar. That might be what it is. That rings a bell.
Cool.
But
Thanks, Gopher.
I don't know if this will even show up. Let me look at OBS. I don't know how well this will show up.
Yeah.
I think I have to like. There we go. So you guys can kind of see there. It says Star Trek Next Generation for The Game. So, anyways, really, really cool. I mean, we got some other stuff that we're going to talk about too. Like we met Phil Morris, who was awesome.
Yeah. Hey, Hatchet Man, MVP, if you're joining us. We just see some more people are joining, so trying to acknowledge everybody. Yeah, Phil Morris, wow. And we just saw him in this movie. He had a quick little one-liner. And we didn't realize he's in quite a few of the Star Trek series, right?
Yeah, I would say...
What else is he in? Like 4 or 5 more of them?
I would say...
I'm not going to remember this, so if you want to say
the only
it.
spoilers Mike, I would say maybe got is that Phil Morris is going to be playing aliens in other Star Trek episodes.
Okay.
But you didn't even look at the pictures. Like he started talking about it, and I was like, Phil.
Calm down, buddy. I know you're excited to meet the Subspace Parlor, but you need to calm down. But actually, I actually said at the beginning of this movie, if he didn't point out, if I didn't see Christopher Lloyd in the opening credits, and if you didn't say, there he is, it would have taken me a moment to realize it.
Yeah.
Because the makeup was good, and yes, there's the voice, the raspy voice. I feel like a little bit of, Jim Ignatowski. You said a lot of people recognize him from Taxi in this movie. Yeah,
somebody mentioned, talked about him being on Taxi in the comments. Hachiman MVP, we read, you left 2 comments for Search for Spock. I summarized your comment about Christopher Lloyd getting the, how he got the job, and, we read your second comment.
That was really interesting, too. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do I do with my phone? Here it is. But, yeah, I mean, really, really good movie, just different enough. Badger, disappointed that you didn't get my autograph.
Well, wait. Did Mike notice the tribbles in the bar McCoy went to with the big ears backwards talking guy?
I didn't notice tribbles in the back. So it's when he's talking to the guy that talks a little like, well, you never
the
seen
alien?
Star. Yeah, the guy with the earrings.
Yeah, and did we get clarification on what that alien was?
No, we don't find out his race or anything. Like McCoy's just trying to like get a shit.
See, now I'm like thinking about Babylon 5, like how there's so many different aliens and species. I'm like, who was that?
I mean, there's a lot of like random aliens in the background of these.
I was just sad that McCoy didn't order an alcoholic drink and he just got water or some kind of.
Well, that's because of Spock.
Yes, something with an A. He got a water.
Altair water. Or
yeah,
something.
Altair water.
So
or something.
somebody asked. Joel said, "What have I missed? You're on movies now. Third, what? I don't understand." Okay, so we film really far ahead. Like we finished filming season 3 of TOS and the first 2 movies before we 2 weeks before we went to the convention. In Vegas, and we've been back from the convention like a month ago.
Oh, that's cool about the tribbles, though.
I missed the tribble in the background.
You missed that.
Yeah. But we will when basically next time we get together, we're gonna film our Babylon 5 season 1 recap. We've got The Voyage Home to film.
Yep.
And then we're gonna start TNG and the animated series at the same time. So.
And also we have the Batman movie coming up, which we've we finished season 1 of Batman. We still have I think 4 to 5 more episodes to post, which I'm going to work on in the next couple weeks, chopping them up quickly to get them out there, because you guys seem to really enjoy them, and we really enjoy them. They're just fun and lighthearted and whatnot. But we think the Batman movie 66 is going to be fun. I remember a bit, and it's not a spoiler for him, it's a bit of an ensemble, which is really fun because I don't know if we get that in season 2 or 3 of Batman. Maybe it's the only time. But he doesn't remember much, so if you say anything about Batman 66 movie,
Yeah,
I
please
might
don't
remember
talk
it
about
more
the
than
movie.
him, so don't go into specifics about it. Okay, yeah, so we really we thought Robin Curtis was good as Savick, Hatchie Man MVP. Just catching up in comments here. And you said, too, you almost preferred her performance, right?
I prefer. I don't think Kirstie Alley's bad or anything, but I definitely prefer Robin Curtis's Savick over Kirstie Alley's. Just personal preference, but I mean, I think they both did a great job.
And I missed the Tribbles for 20 years. Don't feel bad. Understand.
Yeah, I didn't even know that they were in the background. The sets are great. We also talked a little bit during the reaction about the set of the Excelsior, how it was nice to see like a different bridge, and you mentioned how
It looked more modern. Yeah, it looked
which,
more modern, which makes sense.
It's supposed to be
Yeah,
the
of
next
course.
advancement
It's like
in
a
spaceships.
car or something.
Yeah.
I mean,
and it had those like sleek black leather seats, which is pretty cool.
yeah. And Satosh Matrix. I'm enjoying classic Star Trek, and I stand by it. I still can't imagine anything else but what we're seeing now. So I'm sure in about a month I'm going to have a different opinion.
Mike's gonna be like one of those people who's like, not when he sees TNG, not my Star Trek.
Oh, El Dangeroso. Wow, $5. What do you think of the horror scene where she pulls the gun?
Yeah,
it was a nice moment for her. I thought.
Yeah, it was nice. Like everybody, I think pretty much everybody gets a moment. Maybe Chekhov doesn't get a moment in this movie, but he got a lot in Wrath of Khan.
Chekhov, I feel, has had more moments in season 3 than like Sulu and Uhura.
Oh, for sure. For sure.
Yeah.
Like in
Didn't he speak in Russian at one point? And you're like, was that necessary?
No. So there's a point where like it's when they pick up the life signs in Spock's quarters, and it's McCoy, and like he's like Chekhov is like showing it to Scotty, and he's like speaking in Russian, but then the subtitles. So we watched with the subtitles. The subtitles were in Russian. It was like Russian script. I was like, this isn't helping. This isn't helping at all. Did you recognize the helmsman of the Excelsior? He looked familiar. Was he in TOS?
Yeah, he did. He looked familiar, and so did the other captain, the more conservative captain.
Esteban.
Was that his name?
Yeah, the guy that was.
They
by
both
the book.
look like character actors from like the 80s or 90s. I'm trying to pinpoint what else
probably
they've
seen
done.
this,
Yeah.
Was the Hachiman, was the guy, the helmsman of the Excelsior, was he in TOS at some point? Badger, I grew up on the TV show Taxi, so I could hear Jim in Krug voice a lot. You won't give me the plans for the Genesis device? Okie dokie. I guess that's something he said a lot on Taxi. I've never seen Taxi.
I've seen Taxi, Badger, so I guess if you want to take a road test, is the Reverend Jim the guy you're going to? I know that's a fan. I'm a big Andy Kaufman fan, too. I really enjoy, and also through wrestling, enjoy the works and theatrics of Andy Kaufman. So Man on the Moon, I've seen like every Andy Kaufman documentary. So that's something I could talk about all day long. Maybe not right now, but
so
just to mention.
Hachiman said Miguel Ferrar was the helmsman and cousin to George
Oh,
Clooney. I
okay.
mean, he looked very familiar. That name sounds familiar too. So wait a minute. Gopher Burrows said Doogie Howser's dad. Is that Esteban? Because he looked familiar, and I used to watch Doogie Howser.
I watched some Doogie Howser, yeah.
And didn't I say he looks like a guy that would have been cast as a dad in the 80s and 90s?
You did say that. That's cool. I did watch a little Doogie Howser, yeah.
Yep. Sorry about that, guys. My phone is not on silent.
Busy man over here, but okay. Thanks, Hatchie Man. Some good information right there.
So the exact design of that ship is one of my favorites in all of sci-fi. I'm sure you're talking about. Oh wait, the captain of the Excelsior was his dad? I'm so confused. Somebody write a complete sentence. Is the captain of the Excelsior?
You know,
Doogie Howser's
berating
dad?
the audience is not the way to go about getting support. Give him one, Daddy.
Going back to wrestling. I didn't mean that to be insulting. Yes,
I
yes,
apologize for this man.
I'm just trying to get some answers. As if though I couldn't look it up on IMDb or something.
You know.
I'm gonna make a drink.
You can make me a small one. All right. I'll take over here. You know what? I actually haven't seen RoboCop. It's funny. RoboCop has a wrestling tie.
What?
I haven't seen RoboCop. No, get out of here. Get out of here.
Guys, hold on, wait. This man also has not seen Star Wars.
Really?
We're gonna watch it on the channel, so no Star Wars spoilers, no Superman spoilers with Christopher Reeves because I've never seen those.
Yeah, and I've never seen that either. We actually have a lot of stuff we're really excited to watch. If there was like more time, like me and him live about 90 minutes apart, and I wish we lived closer because really, Like we want to say we met target audience and hung out with them a little bit, and it was a great time. And they live closer to each other, so they film quite often, almost every day or every other day. Really fun hanging out with them. Great time, great guys, really successful channel. But we have so much we want to watch. We just wish I had more days in the week and more time, because we're also trying to chop these up and edit them and get them out to you as fast as possible. So I'm sorry, Satosh, I have not watched RoboCop. Okay, one. How many were there? Superman, we know there were 5. RoboCop, how many? Like 3 of the originals? I know RoboCop shows up in WCW if there's wrestling fans out there. He shows up at Capital Combat. Okay, culturally significant. Wow, we got a lot of RoboCop fans here. That's awesome. And yeah, I've never seen. Yes, we have watched The Wrestler. That was kind of hard for me to watch because at the time, me and him were both in the business, and I'd have to rewatch it. I enjoyed it when I watched it. A lot of nice moments. Definitely depressing, almost like watching a Dark Side of the Ring. If anybody watches those, which I enjoy those documentaries on Vice TV, they're very well done, actually. And, you know, the creators respect wrestling and whatnot. Yeah, I know RoboCop had video games. He had everything. There are 3. Okay, so we need to watch RoboCop. It's been determined.
I mean, I've seen it before. I'm not in years.
Do you remember it that well? Apparently the first 2 are the way to go, so...
I remember one of the deaths. I remember a few things from it, but yeah, I'm down to watch it. I haven't watched it in like 15 years at least.
The first one is worth your time. Okay, we're definitely going to... Because we're excited, actually, coming into the fall, we're going to watch... we've decided, I think we're going to watch Final Destination as a horror movie coming up. It's a good amount of time that's not going to take away from our main purpose of Star Trek and Babylon and Batman and whatnot. But we want to splice some movies into there just for variety's sake. And, you know, I'm sure you guys watch a lot of the stuff. Do you guys read your IG messages? LOL, Hatchman, do you? Is there a message we've missed?
Usually, but not like every day. It's not the best way to contact us. I would say the best way is, I mean, you can email us. We have it on our About on the channel. But yeah, sometimes we do. Sometimes we don't. I am a little leery about responding to IG messages because we had, especially early on, a couple people actually, that would attach pictures from like Batman, and they spoiled a couple things.
Oh, did they really? Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah. So now I'm like, I don't know, kind of hesitant.
Yeah. So if we don't reply to something, it's not personal. That's why we like to do stuff like this to interact and whatnot. Definitely, we've had some emails at the Gmail Subspace.
Yeah.
If you want to say, if you just want to,
don't attach anything.
Yeah.
I'll put it in the chat. I mean,
yeah,
it's literally Subspace Parlor at Gmail.
Yeah, we'll do it right now to make it easy. And again, if we don't reply to something on one of the social medias, he manages them, most of them, like Blue Sky and whatever.
We're on Twitter, everything. We're at Subspace Parlor on everything: Blue Sky, Twitter, Instagram. I mean, eventually we'll check it out. Just if I see like there's an attachment to it, I probably won't open it.
Okay, wait. Great comment, Badger. There was a huge fire on the Paramount lot. It threatened the soundstage containing the Genesis Planet set. I did not know that. You've never mentioned that.
No.
So thanks, Badger. That's kind of cool.
Brad
Sullivan. Wait, can I answer this? Yes, I have seen Breakfast with Blassie, and I enjoyed it based off Dinner with Andre. And it's weird. It's obscure. I remember they talk about toilet paper and the quality of toilet paper.
Really? It sounds like a conversation.
I don't want to spoil anything. I don't want to spoil anything for you. But yeah, I love the works of Andy Kaufman and Brad Sullivan, so I just wanted to acknowledge that. That's great.
Badger said William Shatner actually grabbed a fire hose and helped fight the fire.
What?
He was reportedly still in full Captain Kirk costume and makeup.
That's awesome. I love it.
Man, like we love Kirk so much. Like we talk you kind of tend to make the jokes more often than I do, but how Captain Kirk always seems to like find leverage. A way to have leverage in situations.
No matter how dire the situation
I think I made the joke this time. Like the planet is crumbling around him, yet somehow he has leverage. But we love that the way he portrays him, it works. You know, and if somebody else was portraying him, I just can't see it working the same way.
Yeah. But Jim Jordan, never. You're not being too personal. You know, don't worry about that. We live in Florida. I spend a lot of time in New York too, and we both travel often. But generally, Florida, we're in.
Yeah.
But triplet to a Patreon DM, social media, way out of the question.
So yeah, I mean, if somebody DMs us on Patreon, especially they're a patron. I mean, those I do respond to. Always, because a lot of times we don't know if it's something like. Well, first of all, they can't attach pictures, as far as I know, so I don't have to worry about them attaching.
And that was just it too. I feel bad because there's been a couple of times I've looked up Batman 66. Not that I know it that well, but I know it better than he does. And I saw something really ridiculous I wanted to talk to him about, and I was like, nah, I shouldn't send this to him. And so I get it. It's just sometimes you guys, or even me or him in general, we're leaving spoilers by accident just because we're excited about talking about one of these shows. I want to look something up and attach it. Now might be a good time to mention, actually, though.
Let me check Instagram. Now I'm wondering.
Yeah, take a look. We're going to be doing a lot of sales, too, if you're not on our Patreon. We're not here to, like, push anything, but, like, and we understand, like, that's why we're trying to keep our prices really as low as possible for as long as we can possible. You know, times are tough, crazy economy, crazy world, but we're doing sales, like, pretty much every couple months. We're going to have a Labor Day sale coming up and then a Black Friday sale. So if you enjoy the channel and you want to hop on at some point, we're going to do, like, a first month free and everything going forward, just because this kind of discourse, we love it and we appreciate it, and we're happy for you to be here. So we want to do the best just to share this community experience with as many possible for as affordable as possible.
Hachiman, I just now saw your messages on Instagram. They were they were hidden as like spam.
I've had that.
So let me accept, and I'll reply after we're done with this stream. Let me catch you. Oh, you messaged like a month ago. Sorry about that.
Sorry, seriously.
Okay, I'll let you know. And no, we don't have a PO box. I don't think we're gonna set one up. Hachiman had asked about that. I just.
Do you want to scroll down? Sorry, just to see the more recent comments.
I mean, I don't really have a lot of room for stuff, and right now, I don't know. I kind of feel bad if people were like sending us stuff. I guess like merch and that kind of stuff. You know, Star Trek merch would be cool, but. I don't know. Ask us in like 6 months. We might change our mind.
No, in all seriousness, if down the road, like he said, if there's something you want to share, send us a letter, card, something. Just message us on one of the channels. Maybe the email is the best way to go about it, and we'll find a way to make it happen.
A few people have asked about sending us like things like models and stuff like that, but it's
that's
like
cool.
I just don't have anywhere to put it. I don't think you really do either. So it's like.
No, but Jim Jordan, you get to Florida often. That's awesome. We're in Tampa right now. I'm closer to Orlando, and yeah, cruises are fun. It's another month when this humidity, this sauna, this sounds like a planet they would visit on TOS. An overly humid, despicable planet.
Yes. Just a little bit. So wait a minute, Mike. You like cruises?
Yeah, I like
I've never been on a cruise, but there is a Star Trek.
It's usually all you could drink, so that's why I enjoy it.
Well, I've never been on it, but there is the official Star Trek cruise, which supposedly is even better than STLV.
Has anyone been on that? This is a great time to ask.
But I think we would have to wait like a year or two.
Where does it go out of?
Miami, I think.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure it's out of Florida somewhere. ETA for the next Batman episodes. So this week, Mike's going to edit Hercules.
I'm going to do that tomorrow and Tuesday. So Hercules will be up. I know there's not a lot of Hercules people, but it's going to be up soon.
So this week,
and then after that,
this week we'll do Hercules, and then the week after we do Batman. We tend to do Batman every other week.
Yeah.
We used to do them weekly when it was just we would just only do one part because that's quick to edit. But with both parts, it's like the length of a TOS episode.
And the next one, it's either Joker or Bookworm. We have some exciting one. No, or King Tut. It might be King Tut.
I don't remember.
Not spoiler alert, but we definitely have a Joker, a Penguin, a King Tut, and a Bookworm. And they're all really... The King Tut Bookworm was great. I'm excited for you guys to see this.
Bookworm's outfit is insane.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, so Ticonderoga, we're going to do that at some point. That's why they do the tours of the TOS
you mentioned that. Yeah.
So probably one of these, months that Mike's in New York, I'll probably go up there, and then we'll make a little road trip to Ticonderoga.
Yeah.
In Star Trek 3, did you guys notice Kirk apparently had a 1980s Apple II computer in his home on Earth? It's a scene where Sarek comes to Kirk and they have the mind meld scene. We were so, enthralled.
I really like that mind meld scene, too.
Yeah, from the moment...
Kirk didn't question him in the slightest.
No.
And he was being genuine and...
And that scene, Mike, correct me if I'm wrong, I think the only thing we said, because it starts with, the TOS crew having a drink, and I think you or one of us said, oh, this is so nice to see them like this. And then we got so into the scene, I don't think we said anything until the mind meld was done.
I don't think so.
So we were really just enthralled by the characters.
Yeah,
captivated, yeah. So, I honestly didn't notice all the background stuff. I feel like, Mike, we should have a maybe after the voyage home, maybe we need to have a extended discussion, maybe about those three films together or something.
It could be,
'Cause
yeah.
we're trying to make our discussions like succinct. We're trying not to go long because you guys don't want to listen to somebody ramble for 30, 40 minutes either, and we want to get to your comments. But I definitely felt like we both had more to say
I think so.
on this movie, at least.
I did love the "Don't call me tiny" line. Go
Oh,
for
yeah.
broke. That was great. That was a nice moment for what it was.
Dude, everybody looked amazing in their civilian clothes except for Chekhov. I don't know what he was wearing that outfit. Was it supposed to be like a take on a
Well, wait,
Russian?
let me just say, though, I feel like Kirk and a few of them, they had, like, these kind of brown leather jackets, a bunch of them, like, almost like mobsters, like
Kirk had, like, big
Goodfellas
collar.
and some... Goodfellas is later. Like, what am I thinking of?
I don't know.
It looked
The
more,
Untouchables?
It looked more stylized
Yeah,
for
yeah.
the time.
I mean, they're supposed to be like rebels now.
Yeah.
So
And, you know, if you're a bad guy, you need a leather jacket with a collar. Stereotypical bad guy.
So, you know, one of the things people talked about, somebody left a comment, and I see where they're coming from for the Search for Spock. They were talking about how, like, they felt like the Starfleet supporting characters were, like, too, like, kind of not fleshed out and too, like, by the book and blah, blah, blah. But I think you need that contrast if our cast is supposed to be rebels this time. You have to have all the Starfleet supporting characters kind of be flat, a little thin, just be like, oh, we're pro Starfleet guys, we're gonna do what
I think
we're
so.
ordered
It
to
shows
do.
the contrast of everything.
Yeah, to
going
show the
on. Yep,
contrast.
yep.
So
I like it.
I get where they're coming from. That those characters, it would have possibly been better had it been fleshed out, but it's also already an hour 45-minute long movie, so it's like
I said that too. There was a lot of introduction between the commander, the guy with the mustache, kind of.
the commander of Starfleet, which was a little.
There were a lot of new characters, and it was a shame almost. But I love that the adventure continues. Maybe we'll see more of them.
Yeah.
Like, well, not the people that died, but there was a lot of introduction of newer characters in Act 1. I want to say of the movie.
Gopher Baruch said the one thing I don't like about the Search for Spock is that Uhura didn't get much screen time. She doesn't.
Nah,
But
she never seems to.
She got more than she did in Wrath of Khan.
Yeah.
Like, at least she got an important scene where she helps them to transport. Hopefully she gets more in
And
the
wait,
next
is it
movie.
clear? Does anybody know what I said at the end? Because where does she end up at the end? And I'm like, how
She
did
ends up
get
on
there?
Vulcan.
How did she end up on Vulcan?
I think we're just supposed to assume that she, like, got on a shuttle.
Okay,
or
and you said
transport.
that, but I want to ask the audience: how did she get on Vulcan at the end there?
She probably stole that guy that she put in the closet.
I've heard your theories.
Stole his
I've
shuttle.
heard your theories.
I'm just saying.
I want to hear. Maybe we missed something.
Listen, I think that guy she put in the closet was ready to do anything she wants. Much like me.
We're getting too personal here. I'm sure we'll get an answer.
Hey, Mike, what did you think about Space Dock, the giant space mushroom? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Looked great.
I thought it was great. Yeah.
Yeah, it looked really good.
I thought the whole movie looked pretty good for the most part.
Yeah.
Like
When they're, like, both going into it and out of it, you know, the thing that had both the Excelsior and Enterprise in it, it looked great.
I do what Badger said. I get that. Klingons read more as a villain than just because, I guess, the costumes more than Romulans. So, Trelane transported her there. We have mentioned Trelane in more reactions than I care to.
Yeah.
Actually, in Requiem for, what was it called?
Methuselah?
Yes, which is an episode, spoiler alert, we did not like at all. But the villain was just so flat. And we said several times, if he was more like Trelane, a little more charismatic, a little more theatrical, because it felt like a similar circumstance. Like, you're stuck here, I'm happy to host you, you're not leaving, blah, blah, blah.
You would think a guy that had lived for 6,000 years and was an artist of such renown, he was Leonardo da Vinci, Brahms, you'd think he'd be a little more interesting. I think I said he should be like the most interesting man in the world.
Yeah,
and
like
instead,
a Dos Equis guy.
Instead,
Yeah,
he's
yeah.
like very boring.
Yeah.
I always assumed that she hitched a ride with Ambassador Sarek. Oh, that makes total sense. Because he is an ambassador to the for the Federation.
Okay, here's my issue. We shouldn't be assuming at this point.
But
though.
it's not. It doesn't matter. It's not important.
No, it's not important. But the fact that we're talking about it, it's the slightest
You're
disconnect.
talking about it.
Yeah, I'm talking about it.
But honestly, Mike, it is like the smallest of nitpicks.
It's the smallest of nitpicks. Oh, we gotta get a Charlie X reference. Which
Well, I got Charlie X a transporter. Oh wow.
I actually really going back, I enjoyed that. I thought Charlie X was a really good actor.
Yeah, it was a
in
great
that.
episode.
That's one maybe we'll revisit down the road, which we are planning as we continue with TNG. For those that might be new or don't know us, definitely some of the TOS episodes, especially early on when we were
Where
kind
no
of
man has gone before.
yeah, where no man has gone before, where we're finding our way as reactors, and we acknowledge we're we're human. We just started this. We talked too much probably, or didn't acknowledge. Maybe we missed certain moments of episodes. So definitely the first season of TOS, we're planning on doing a lot of extended reactions. We've done a couple. There's Balance of Terror. What else have we done extended reaction on? We've done a couple. Doomsday? No, not Doomsday.
City on the Edge of Forever, we did an extended discussion.
Yeah.
I think that's it, actually.
I think that's it. But Doomsday Machine, really popular. And just in general, where no man has gone before, we want to revisit and honor these episodes early on that maybe we were goofing around a bit too much. So just so you know, we love these episodes too.
I just think this is so funny what Satoshi Matrix wrote. It's not important. Then they have a big debate about it. LOL, welcome to Star Trek. And that is so fucking true.
There you go.
That is so true.
I love that you're saying that.
By the way, when we were at STLV, we thought we might get recognized by one or two people. It was shocking. Like every day that we were there, like a lot of people came up to us asking for pictures, just being really kind and nice. And I don't know, it was really humbling. And I felt, I mean, some of you guys like had really touching stories to share with us. And it just really made the experience, because I mean, we always love doing this, but it is work sometimes. We have to like drive like sometimes over 2.5 hours to get to each other, and there's a lot of setup, it's a lot of time, and I don't know, man. It made me appreciate what we do even more, and that we're so lucky to do it. And I don't know, man. I was touched anytime somebody like recognizes, like wanted to take a picture. It was crazy.
Yeah, if I could build on that thought, I mean, he has a gaming channel. We met doing pro wrestling, which, don't get me wrong, I think we both love pro wrestling for the reason that like it's entertainment that helps you escape a world that sometimes is heavy.
Yeah,
I think we could easily watch a wrestling show for an hour or 2 hours, and it's like a nice reprieve, have fun with friends and family, laugh, cry, whatever it is. It's like a movie. And kind of the same thought, though. Like, even I do a lot of acting in commercials and whatnot, but in the truest sense, the fact that, like, the art we're talking about here on this channel is very, whether it's talking about worldviews or humanity or friendships or relationships, it's very important. And it's a blessing, and publicly I will say thank you for bringing this idea to our attention to do a channel like this.
I do deserve all the credit, yes.
All right, I'm going to cut his mic out here. But no, in all seriousness, this is the honor of a lifetime. We're having so much fun doing it. We're having more fun being friends and meeting our new friends, you guys, and just interacting about this wonderful art and just talking about it. And to do this and have a forum to do this, not everybody gets this. People are stuck in an office all day or some boring job they hate and have no creative output. And this is our creative output, and we love that you're here. So really, just on a random Sunday or any day that we're posting and doing stuff, bottom of our hearts, thank you so much. And you guys have so many comments, so I don't want to miss them. Just wanted to say that real fast.
Yeah.
But so real quick, so Leonard Nimoy, did he not agree to be a part of the movie unless he could direct it?
I assume so.
Do we have an answer?
I'm sure you guys can let us know. I assumed like that was a condition of him returning, right? And also, the whole "Remember Me" thing at the end of Wrath of Khan wasn't that Nimoy's idea?
Yes, real quick.
He started having second thoughts, is what I've always heard, and
that's what you said.
They put that in
during the filming. You said of Wrath of Khan, he might have had second thoughts. We don't know if people know more about that story. Yeah. Now's a great time to mention.
And I have forgotten so much of TOS that what am I correct about, Hachiman? Well, just let me know.
Yeah, he's correct about so little. I'd love to know what he's correct.
This is a special occasion. I'm going to screenshot this. So Brad Sullivan said after Star Trek was canceled, Leonard Nimoy joined the cast of Mission Impossible for 2 seasons. After he left, Shatner appeared in 2 separate episodes playing a mobster.
Shatner's like, you think you do this? I'll do it better.
I'll show you how it's done, Nimoy. Oh, the studio didn't really want
wow,
Nimoy.
Okay.
Directing the film was in Nimoy's contract, and since he and Shatner had reciprocal terms, it was added to Shatner's contract as well. That's a bit of a spoiler, Gallon. It's a bit of a spoiler.
Oh, Shatner directs one? Okay, it's fine.
But which one? You don't know.
The Final Frontier, the worst one?
Nobody tell him which one he directs.
Is it just a bunch of close-ups of his hair?
And just him everyone talking about how good it looks.
All right, guys, if you want to talk a quick spoiler, I'm going to use the restroom. Let this man take over. The horror.
Get out of here. I might have to Uber Eats more liquor. I'm out. All right, guys, let me take over here. Way to not close the door, Mike. All right, guys. Let's still avoid talking spoilers because we are on a little bit of a time delay. So I don't want Mike to end up reading. What is this plus thing? Oh, I can start a poll. You know what? Let's do a little poll here. I think I know how this poll is going to go, but just out of curiosity, which is the better film? And can I change the answer? No, I can't. It's only letting me do like a yes or no poll. Oh, here we go. So we're going to do Wrath of Khan, and we're going to do Search For Spock. I'm sure Wrath of Khan's going to win, but you never know. This will be fun. We'll just do a little poll here. I think we did some polls last time, and they were pretty fun. Spoiler, Star Trek TOS ended in 1969. The horror! No! So yeah, guys, Mike really enjoyed both movies for different reasons. I won't spoil our ratings for both movies, but they both got like very favorable ratings. I will say, I've mentioned before on the channel that I've watched TOS the least amount out of certainly like the 90s to Trek shows. Maybe Enterprise I've actually watched a little less than TOS, but and it had been a long time since I really watched it. And watching it with Mike and rewatching it with Mike and also rewatching the episodes as I'm editing the reactions for YouTube, I've developed a deeper appreciation and, dare I say, connection with the cast and these characters. So watching all the character moments in Search for Spock, and there's a lot of them, like, it got me, man. Like, I like Wrath of Khan like had me like crying, but a couple times, but like Search for Spock had me teary-eyed quite a few times. Even some of your guys' comments, I can't remember, somebody wrote a beautiful comment summarizing the movie, and even that got me teary-eyed. And I turned to Mike and he goes, "Oh, this comment's getting me." So, these movies are great. These characters are great, and I feel like now I can understand why when TNG came out, people were like, "Oh, this isn't my Star Trek." I get it. TNG is my first Star Trek, so. All right, so far we're at 60% for Wrath of Khan, 40% for Search for Spock.
Wow, you did a poll without my presence.
Yeah, just which I mean, I'm sure Wrath of Khan's gonna win, but I'm curious as to how the split's gonna go. So far, if you want to, Kilver Baroque said, if you want to talk about horror, then talk about the alternative factor and the children shall lead.
Oh boy, the alternative factor.
The children shall lead got a Lazarus from me. Yeah, that episode sucks. But I don't think you were with me. I met the guy that plays the redhead kid at STLV. So Mike didn't spend a lot of time with me on some days because
I was just trying to avoid.
He couldn't go to like panels and that kind of stuff. So he had some other stuff that he could do that he had planned for anyways in Vegas. But so I met him. He was super nice. And I even said something like, "Oh, you were the best part of it. You were the good part of it, and the children shall lead." There was a guy dressed up like Gorgon. Do you remember that guy?
Yes, I do.
I took pictures with him. I can't remember if you did, but I took a picture with Gorgon, and that was fun. But yeah, guys, I would highly recommend if you get the chance to go to STLV. You definitely don't need to go every day. The thing that sucks is like you don't find out the schedule till like the
last
day
minute,
before,
right?
basically.
Yeah.
So. But generally speaking, if you go, you're probably fine just going Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
Alyssa Romano, love the content.
No, that's nice of you, miss. Thanks so much for hanging out and joining us. George Takei was in probably the most controversial Twilight Zone. Okay. Wow, plenty of slurs are used. Essentially banned from syndication.
Mate, we should do a Twilight Zone because there's a Shatner. There's two Shatner.
A lot of
Twilight
people
zones.
have mentioned Twilight's up there, I think, with the TOS audience. Twilight Zone and the Wild Wild West has come up.
But I mean, for Halloween, we can do a Twilight Zone.
Sure.
And that way we don't have to edit a whole movie.
How long are they? 30 minutes?
I think they're 30 minutes.
Okay, yeah. We could do a couple Twilights. Why not?
I didn't know George Takei was in one. If it has a bunch of slurs in it, we might not be able to do it, actually. YouTube's a little iffy about that stuff.
I even remember with Patterns of Force, we were nervous. We're like, can we even put this on there?
Yeah, I was surprised it didn't get like we didn't have any issues with it getting flagged or whatever.
Yeah.
Surprisingly, we haven't had any like issues with
Oh, Alex, target audience. The boys have seen Peak.
Oh my God.
The alternative factor. The alternative factor.
So poor Alex. Let me tell you guys. so we're drinking with.
Hey,
Target
thanks for being here too.
So we were hanging out and having drinks with Target Audience and Badger Friday night, right? I think it was. And afterwards, like, they're all ready to go back. At least Josh is, and I'm like, hey, anybody else want to go get more drinks at Lapa Lounge? and poor Alex said yes. I think I bought him a couple drinks.
The horror.
And I'm like, you want another one? He's like, I gotta get out of here.
He's wiser than you.
Yeah, more restraint than I did, than I had. But yeah, thanks for hanging out, man. Yeah, we had a lot of fun. The best part of hanging out with Target Audience, I think, was just like sharing like wrestling stories. That was fun.
Absolutely.
For those that don't know, I mean, it's so weird. Like, they're obviously really good friends. We're really good friends. Former professional wrestlers. You know, we were like in a tag team together. So there's just like so many similarities. So it was fun to be able to get together.
Oh, thanks, Alyssa Romano. $5. Yeah, that's nice of you. Thank you so much.
The dancing thing. I don't know what that is, but thank you. Appreciate it.
Dancing thing?
Yeah, I don't know.
What is that?
I don't know.
That looks like you'd be in a season 3 episode of TOS. maybe Requiem from Methuselah, whatever the hell it was.
That would have made it more interesting. Yeah, and I was shocked to see like Requiem from Methuselah has like a 7.6 or something.
I can't believe that
on IMDb.
Especially like to go back to Babylon though, like the TKO episode, which I thought was a pretty good episode of Babylon 5, and you're like, it's like low rated on IMDb.
Yes.
I'm like, I mean, I guess in the bigger picture, it's not I mean, you know more than me. I don't. So
yeah,
I thought it was a good episode. Anyway,
I could not believe it. It's rated like 5.8 on. All right, so far Wrath of Khan, no surprise, winning 63% for the better film, but that's better. I thought it would be like more like 80 to 20%.
I noticed you didn't put the motion picture in the survey.
Well, I mean, because the motion picture, like, we liked it actually, but these two feel like they're separate movies in their own kind.
They kind of do
self-contained, or not self-contained, but continuing story.
And again, I really like how Search for Spock like picked up like the moment it ended.
Yeah,
it's great. It's unique for TOS too, since they don't really do like 2-part episodes and stuff like that. So
Satoshi
anyway.
Metric said they totally stole your gimmick. Talking about target audience.
No.
Quite the opposite.
Yeah, they're way better than us. Trust us.
Dead God said one of the Twilight seasons has hour-long episodes, and I think that's the season with the George episode. Okay. I mean, it's still shorter than a movie, that's for sure.
I don't even know how long Twilight Zone went, to be honest.
I don't know. Hachiman MVP said Maltz was played by John Larroquette. Yeah, one of the Klingons, right? Was played by John Larroquette, most famous from Night Court. I never watched Night Court, but I think I know his character's name was Bull.
I don't know.
He was like bald on Night Court. He's like a cop.
There's a new Night Court. There's a new Night Court.
I've heard it's terrible.
I think I got an audition for it. They're like, we need terrible. Call him.
I rest my case. You need to do this poll again against Star Trek 6.
Hey, slow down, Gopher. Slow down. No, I'm joking.
Get there.
We'll get there. We're excited.
We'll
We're
get
excited.
there.
We are excited very much.
I think Star Trek 5 is like in season 3 of TNG.
Because you want to do the 4th movie, right? Then we're going to do TNG.
Yeah, because we're going to do that like in release order. Yeah.
Cool.
So, and the funny thing, guys, is like the whole point of this channel was kind of the part of the point was to get to TNG, because that's what I've always like kind of praised.
He has always said, even before the channel or anything, he's like, hey, if you're going to watch Star Trek, start with season 3 of TNG.
Yeah, because I was like, I wanted to set up Mike for success, guys, and I just didn't know, like, I didn't realize that Mike would appreciate the look and the acting style of the 60s TOS.
Did you think it was, to ask though, more the aesthetics I wouldn't appreciate?
Yeah, and part of it too was because it took me a long time to get into TOS. I tried watching it many times, and I would watch an episode too, I'd be like, oh, this is too outdated, this is too this is too that. And then eventually one time, once I did the remasters, I watched it and I was like, wait a minute, this is great. For whatever reason, like, the 4th or 5th time, it like stuck.
But you seem like you know me pretty well at this point. You know, like, I'm more, for me personally, the stories and whatnot. And I forget, there was like a season 3 episode of TOS where it was very heavy on the sci-fi and the technology and less on the characters. You liked it more than I did, and I forget which episode this was, but you kind of anticipated my reaction.
Yeah,
I don't think we've aired it yet, but anyway.
But yeah, because like, and one of the things, Mike, now is actually as we move forward in Star Trek, you're gonna have to kind of like start to learn about the ships. It becomes like more of a thing, and the technology becomes a little bit more of a thing. But I think because TOS in general has kind of like been easing into that, like you'll be fine. And the thing, guys, is Mike's not a sci-fi guy, so he's not used to like some of these sci-fi tropes. I guess you could say.
To me, they're not tropes, really.
Right.
You know,
but you're not used to being like, oh, I need to know about what ship this is versus this ship, or this ship's registry number. You know, just little things.
But it's so funny and kind of, I don't know, how tropes become tropes, because I was reading recently when they did which I love, and I don't know if you've seen this movie. If you guys have something to say, now's a great time to say it. Have you seen Casino Royale, the James Bond movie?
I think that's
Daniel
the
Craig?
only James Bond movie I've ever seen.
It's fantastic, but literally when they did it, it was the first movie they did after all the Mike Myers movies where he's like doing parodies of all the tropes. And literally, like, when they decided to do a James Bond movie, they're like, we can't do any of these tropes because they're like an embarrassment. Or like Mike Myers has parodied them so much that it just wouldn't be enjoyable or anything. So they really went in a more, like Batman Begins, they went in a more grounded, serious direction with Casino Royale and the, what's the actor's name? Daniel Craig. The Daniel Craig versions of James Bond. So, but you're right, tropes become tropes and you have to like pivot at some point. So
Yeah. But yeah, I'm pretty sure that's no. I've seen that James Bond movie, and I saw one with GoldenEye. Those are the only two James Bond movies I've seen.
Yeah, because of the video game.
Yeah, because of the video game.
Which you've done extensive reporting on.
That's literally the only reason why I've seen
Slappers only?
No one's allowed to use Odd Job in multiplayer.
Nobody died in Slappers only. It was impossible.
Did you ever play Proximity? People don't care.
Oh, I think I did, yeah.
Proximity Mines?
Yeah, I
only?
did. Yeah. Oh, Proximity Mines was the best one.
we should.
How have we been friends for 18 years and we've never played GoldenEye together?
So another thing that I learned from doing this channel, I didn't know Mike was really into playing chess, and not for a while, but there was a time in my life where I was really into playing chess. So I think we might do a live stream where we play chess against each other. It might be the end of the channel, it might be the end of our friendship, but I think that's something we might do at some point.
Have you ever seen a hammerlock in a chess match? There was a hammerlock in Star Trek.
Yeah. Sulu put the guy down. People will be like, why is there a steel chair next to the board?
Horror.
Satoshi Matrix.
But we're missing comments, so let's get back.
Yeah, sorry guys. Satoshi Matrix once said, hope you guys will watch Star Trek Continues fan series, but it's a love letter giving TOS a proper ending. Yes, we are going to watch
We
Star
are,
Trek
yeah,
Continues.
address this.
I feel like we have to do like a kind of an update video just to let people know what we're going to do, because we get a lot of, which is totally cool, that but we do get this question a lot and a few others. We are going to do Star Trek Continues. That's another thing that we decided to do during TNG. I guess what we'll probably do, Mike, you tell me how you feel about this. We're going to do the animated series, only like 22 episodes during TNG. We'll probably like watch that during the first season and a half of TNG. And then after that, we can start Continues. And just every once in a while, maybe like once or twice a month, we'll drop in an episode of Continues on the channel.
Yeah.
You know, we'll get a little bit of that taste of TOS just to kind of keep it going. Because it's like, I don't know, like it's such a fun version of Star Trek. You know, I don't want to let it go.
And I haven't even seen a hint or a screenshot of what it looks like or anything.
Or TNG.
No.
All Mike knows is that Picard is bald.
Hey, Kenar, been waiting for you. What's up, man?
Hey, Kenar, you got any venom about Search For Spock?
Oh, yeah, his comments are a little acerbic. Is that the word?
So if he doesn't like the episode...
And I say that in the kindest way possible.
I can't remember the episode. We might not have even, like, posted it yet, but there's one episode that you, like, had such venom for it. Like, your comment cracked us up. I can't remember what it was, but it was great. Hachiman, did Kirk put Rojan in a hammerlock in a flower by any other name? Maybe. He might have.
I don't remember.
Brad Sullivan's, just for laughs, you should react to the Bluebird reel for Dark Shadows, a classic soap opera that was a rarity because of focus on gothic hair. Wait, you want us to react to the bloopers for something we haven't even seen? You know, it might be fun to react to like a ridiculous episode of like a soap opera.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
That might be fun.
Actually, you might. I mean, I don't know. I remember I lived with a man, an illegal immigrant. I'm being serious, but he watched.
What a weird introduction to the story.
No, but he watched. He was from Mexico and he overstayed his visa, so he was under a different name and whatnot. And best guy on earth, though. And I'll say this though, like literally all the money he made, he sent to his mom though, and he was like just working. His thing expired, but like literally. He was just sending his money to his family. So I'm like, that's awesome. He's working harder than most people. But anyway, to go on the subject, I would come home and he was Mexican. He watched this ridiculous soap opera called Amigos y Rivales. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Friends and Rivals.
Yes. But it was, I would come home and I would see a scene and I took Spanish, but it's limited. But I would like see like a scene. This looks ridiculous.
I mean, yeah,
but apparently it was like a hit soap opera in Mexico.
I saw John Oliver was just on like 2 soap operas recently. I saw like his segment on Last Week Tonight, and these soap operas looked insane. I was like, I might start watching these. They just look so ridiculous.
First time watching Bold and the Beautiful.
I think if one was General Hospital, I can't remember the other one. Anyway, sorry guys about the side tangent, but
yeah.
Satoshi Matrix.
Oh, Ken R has a nice comment about Search for Spock, which we just watched.
Search for Spock has the nicest moment at the end when the old theme starts. Best use of music and all of. Oh yes, when Spock's like starting to, it seems like he's starting to remember. And,
Yep.
Man, what a moment. I gotta admit, because I knew that stuff was coming up, and I had a couple drinks. Like I started getting teary-eyed just like during the whole like Spock, having the robe on, and those last few minutes were hard for me to get through just knowing that was coming up,
I also really like, I want to say, because I don't think we said in our reaction, Spock or Leonard Nimoy took his time in that segment. Like when he walked, turned around, the hood, the comments, he really, it needed to take its time.
There's a lot of silence, but it works.
Yeah, but it works.
Okay.
Somebody might be interested in this. What is Mike's favorite TOS Season 3 episode? Gee, I'm going off top of the head, so don't hold me to this. I really liked... I thought Enterprise Incident was good early on. Definitely, I liked... the last 2, I thought the Library episode, which I'm not sure if it was called The Library.
No, it was called All Our Yesterdays.
I thought that with the dynamic between Bones and...
Spock.
Yeah, that could have been a season finale, and I liked the finale a lot, too.
Yeah.
And I'm forgetting Spectre the Gun we enjoyed. So top of my head, those are 4 that I thought were stronger. Or even what we just posted. Tholian Web and Plato's Stepchildren. Both solid episodes. So,
yeah.
Although I think we're about to hit a stretch where it's like 5...
Yeah, there's a
not
few...
so great episodes.
Yeah, there's a few episodes coming up that are maybe not the best.
So have patience with us.
I remember Turnabout Intruder we both liked more than a lot of people, I feel like. Because it kind of felt like a season finale, like a series finale, because they actually bring up a few things that have happened throughout the series.
I think so too. I like that. And at first I thought that episode wasn't going to be that good.
Yeah.
I don't know. The way it started off, I'm like, it looked like one of those episodes with no budget where not a lot of actors and the set. And
it starts off kind of like Freaky Friday, like they're exchanging bodies.
Yes,
but the actress that played Janice was like really good.
Yeah.
And Kirk was good playing like being embodied. And I know a lot of people don't like that episode, but
I thought
we enjoyed it. We enjoyed the last 2 episodes a lot.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah. I'm glad we didn't end up flipping the order like some people wanted.
Yeah,
us
some
to.
people did suggest that. But...
Ken said Turnabout Intruder is my favorite episode of season 3. Wow.
Okay.
Well, it was one of the ones that we really enjoyed. So let's take a look at the poll right now with 27 votes. Wrath of Khan, better film right now with 67%, 33%. I'll probably just end the poll there. I mean, I think that's going to be about the totals no matter what. But yeah, it's kind of what I expected for Wrath of Khan to win. But it's good to see Search for Spock get some love, because a lot of people feel like the odd-numbered movies are not good.
And I didn't realize that until you read the comments, when multiple comments mentioned that. But,
so some people don't like the first movie either, but we liked it despite the pace.
I gave it a B. Because, I mean, I thought there were so many... I mean, like that moment, I just remember maybe my favorite part of Kirk and Scotty just walking out early on.
Oh, yeah, when they're doing the fly by the Enterprise.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Really nice. Well done.
I just laughed at Hachiman telling Ken everyone has flaws, Ken. Satoshi Matic said women can't be captain in such a 1960s thing. I always see, when I watch that episode, I'm always like, okay, so if you look at Plato's Stepchildren, like Kirk basically tells Alexander, like, oh, in our world, it doesn't matter your race, your gender, your height, your whatever. Anybody can be anything.
Yeah, you just said that
So I
verbatim,
always
man.
took it more like Janice Lester has kind of gone like kind of nuts, and it's not that women can't be captain; it's that she can't be a captain because she's not mentally fit, and she's taking it as like, oh, it's because they don't want a woman to be captain. I know that's a little bit of headcanon, but you know. RE volunteer, yeah, live chat with my favorite reactors. Oh, thanks so much. I just got home from the animal shelter.
Aw.
What a great way to cap my grade. Oh, wow. Did you adopt or were you working?
Yeah, and funny, building on a thought earlier, we're both animal. We both had pets for years, and right now neither of us do. But yeah, hell, actually, a personal anecdote. Your cat's sitting in a few days, and
Yeah, I'm excited,
He's excited
man.
about it, and I miss my cat Milo. He lived to 15 and a half, and you know, I sometimes dog sit for neighbors and whatnot. So just it's fun to hear
Yeah.
you
And-
work at an animal shelter because that must be so rewarding. So that's great to hear.
And if you
That's
guys
cool.
were here for early in the channel, Hank, my old dog, he would show up sometimes in some of our reactions. He passed away when I was editing the Trouble with Tribbles, I believe. So there's a little like in memory of kind of thing for him. But he appeared a few more times afterwards because we filmed so far ahead of time. So it was it'd be bittersweet. I would sometimes be editing a reaction and I didn't know if Hank would be there or not. Sometimes he'd pop in and it was nice. But I've edited through all of those, unfortunately. So no more Hank.
But yeah, no, great work, and
Yeah.
thanks for joining us after your day at the animal shelter. That really means a lot. It was a novel.
Hachiman
Have
said-
you read that novel?
There was
Or-
a novel written in the 80s that explained that very thing about Lester Yell. No, I have read some Star Trek novels, but I've only read Star Trek TNG novels. However, I have read and have been reading a lot of Star Trek comic books the last year and a half. I read through the entire DC run of TNG comics, and I love those. Dude, you know how they do the star dates, right? The captain's log, started yada yada. So the way they did the TNG comics is because they occurred at the same time as the show, and every few issues in the back there'd be a star dates for every episode that aired on TV, and they would say, and this is when this comic took place.
Oh,
so you would
that's
know
right,
where
that's
the comics took
right.
place. And dude, in the letter sections,
And you know what? I'm a stickler for stuff like that, though. Like
yeah, it's so
for
great.
continuity and just
And in
whatnot.
the letter section, people would like write in, especially teenagers, like, "Hey, I have nobody that likes Star Trek around me. This is my address." And then a few issues later, "Hey, so and so wrote to me. Thank you so much. We're now sharing letters about Star Trek." You couldn't do that nowadays, you know. Somebody would go find each other and kill each other, but
But RE Volunteer, you saw both The Wrath of Khan and Search for Spock in theaters, and Sopra, The Loss of Spock and The Loss of the Enterprise. We love hearing those personal anecdotes, so that's awesome.
Yeah.
I can only imagine seeing this in theaters. I would start watching Search for Spock crying with the recap they gave. I didn't
know.
realize they gave that recap.
it's kind of good that we watched Wrath of Khan, the end of Wrath of Khan, just before we started.
Yeah,
Search for Spock.
for those of you new here, I showed up at his house and he had the Wrath of Khan on as we're setting up, getting ready, and I'm like, man, I'm crying. I'm at your house for 2 minutes and I'm crying.
Actually, Mike walked in and I said, "Oh, good, you're here just for the time for the trauma."
And it's funny though, because after the Spock collapsing scene, the eulogy kind of like I was just in such an emotional state. I was like, I want to rehear the eulogy because I was not well.
Oh yeah, but as far as the comics go, like now I'm reading some of the Gold Key, which were like the original comic books for Star Trek from like I think they came out in the early 70s, early 60s, and like sometimes Kirk isn't even drawn to look like Kirk, but the stories are really good, and I don't know, man, it's wild. There's a lot of great Star Trek comics, and I do need to read some of the books. You're a book guy.
I do. Yeah.
I'm sure if you guys have any recommendations for TOS books for Mike to read.
Are there any I could read at this point?
Yeah. Oh, there's tons you could read
Are
at this
there?
point.
Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
yeah.
Nice.
There's an Instagram account I follow that's all about Star Trek books, but they share like, TNG books and stuff like that too. But
Yeah, really, my favorite thing to do after having to spend too much time with this man and engaging with the world, I like to be left alone and read.
same.
But no. we're
Isn't
joking.
Vendetta? So Hachiman said Vendetta is a phenomenal novel. Isn't that a TNG novel? It sounds familiar to me. One of my favorite TNG I don't even want to say the title actually because I feel like the title.
Spoiler.
Yeah. After the first episode of TNG, I can say the title.
I'm very excited for the convention next year where stuff's going to make a little more sense for me.
Yeah. So obviously, Mike.
That's why really, though, we're really like with season 3 of what we're editing right now, TOS, and we're really going to try to move along with
Yeah.
Star Trek, and I'm helping him with editing just to get through this stuff. Not just get through this stuff, but so I can have more context of the world for next year
Mike,
and years after.
I don't know if you remember this, but because perhaps we had quite a few this evening, but the only other spoiler that I think Mike got, if you can even call it that, is he did hear the theme song to Enterprise.
I'm not going to remember that.
So I have video of this that Badger took. The entire like convention. This is actually technically outside the convention. They had like this bar called Masquerade, and they had set up this large area with tables and chairs where they would show like movies and episodes from Star Trek, and they were showing like Enterprise one
Yeah,
night.
you said don't look up.
Yeah, I said don't look up. But we were in a state of mind where we weren't going to remember much of the evening, so it was fine. But the entire like audience, and I don't know, like Badger, if you're still here, I would say at least 1,000 people started singing "Faith of the Heart." And Mike's just looking around like, why is everyone singing
Am I in
this
a
song?
cult?
Yeah, literally everyone around him, including me, is singing like, I've got faith. So yeah, I guess he got that spoiled, if you can say that, but you're not going to remember by the time we get to it.
That's fine. No?
But it was good that we watched Wrath of Khan because you saw a lot of ornaments about the death scene for Wrath of Khan, and you were like, yeah, it's a good thing we watched that.
Okay. Yeah, Dead God said, I've recommended before, Captain Oath is a good TOS book, but I should wait until after TAS because that book references some things from TAS. Have you read that or no?
No, I haven't read any original series books. I should. TAS isn't going to take us so long to get there. It's only 22 episodes, 20-something minutes. What I suspect we'll do is when we get together to watch, maybe we'll watch an episode of 2 of TNG and then 1 of the animated series.
Sure.
It's 20-something minutes. So.
Yeah.
So we'll go through it pretty quickly. We're not going to... I don't know that we're going to upload all the animated series episodes to YouTube. They'll probably mostly just be uncut on Patreon because we just know like the demand isn't really there because a lot of people have never even watched the animated series. So some of them will make it to YouTube, like Yesteryear and a couple of the other big ones. And I'm sure eventually they'll all make it to YouTube. But initially, it'll mostly be uncut on Patreon.
Okay, we have Brad Sullivan. Shatner's rug in the T.J. Hooker series was among the worst in the history of hairpieces.
It is pretty bad.
Wait, what are you talking about? That's his real hair, right?
Yes, sure. It's his real hair, yes. It gets thicker as it ages, just like in the Deadly years.
It got more voluminous the more you age.
You know what's weird? Anyways, so Ken R said you guys should go in September to watch Star Trek 4.
You were just talking about this, though. When is it? In a couple weeks they're doing this?
Yeah, they're showing all the TOS movies, but we can't react to it in theaters.
Oh, that's a good point.
So, yeah, you think they're going to let us walk in with cameras? I think they might have quite the issue. No, the cameras are pointed at us. You don't understand. Yeah, I'm sure they'll believe us. But I don't know. Maybe we'll go watch the Wrath of Khan or something on our own time in theaters and talk about the experience because they're showing the Wrath. They're basically pairing.
You said Spacey and Wrath of Khan.
Yeah, they're
right?
pairing each movie with an episode from TOS.
Yeah.
Which is kind of cool. And I think one of the theaters near me is showing Spacey and Wrath of Khan. So I at least I might go just to watch TOS on a big screen.
Why not?
Yeah. I'd highly recommend watching the documentary on the Sean Nichols called Woman in Motion. So, Lion Wolf, I'm glad you bring that up. I haven't watched it. I've been wanting to. I know it's on Paramount Plus. Does that have spoilers past, for the Star Trek movies, though? Because, again, we're only going to watch... Does it have spoilers past the 4th movie of TOS? If it doesn't, that is something we could react to because I've told you before, like, she was heavily involved with recruiting for NASA. I think I told you.
You said that, yep.
But if it has spoilers, I mean,
What was the documentary that you mentioned you're going to send to me? You said it was something on DVD? Maybe people here haven't seen that.
It's on YouTube. I'll post a link to it. I believe it's just one of the DVD extras, like one of the documentary extras that's on the Wrath of Khan DVD. It doesn't have, like... It's very, like, low production, but it has interviews with Nimoy, Shatner, Nicholas Meyer, etc. I'll post it here. But it was really interesting. It's just very, like, no frills. There's no spoilers past Search for Spock. Where's it at? Oh, here it is.
I love that RE Volunteer is mentioning RoboCop again. Okay, we'll do some RoboCop. I mean...
Yeah, I'm sure at some point, like we're gonna do Superman movies because I haven't seen them. You said you haven't either. The Christopher Reeves movies.
I just don't remember them. I think I saw a bit of one of them when I was a kid. I don't remember.
The only one I think I might have seen is with a blonde guy that flies. That's all I was probably a kid too.
Yeah.
That link I posted is for the behind the scenes documentary on Wrath of Khan. We're gonna do RoboCop. We're gonna have to list Back to the Future. You've never seen. I've seen them, but
It's
but
embarrassing that I haven't seen
Star
these
Wars.
movies.
He's never seen Star Wars.
Not a sci-fi guy. What can I say?
So Star Wars to me is more fantasy than sci-fi. I mean, it's in space, but I think you'll understand what I mean when you watch it.
Well, our wrestling trainer we know loves it.
Oh yeah, for those of we were trained. One of our trainers was Bubba Ray Dudley of the Dudley Boys fame, and he loves
Huge
Star Wars.
We had a lot of Star Wars references while training.
I mean, I'll tell you guys this much: I like Star Wars, but I don't think it's that deep. He thinks he's reading a lot more into it than I did, but I'm sure people think I read too much into Star Trek. So,
Ken, how about Rocky? Somebody left that. Yeah, I'm the Rocky guy here. Like, I love the Stallone story. If you guys have seen the trailer for I Play Rocky, I'm actually very excited about that because I love the story of how he bet on himself. I just think it's a very human story and taking a chance on yourself. And
I've seen Rocky and I like them,
yeah.
I like them, but you're like a huge Rocky guy.
I do. I'm a big Rocky guy, and Stallone when he won, he actually for Creed he won, which is funny. I like Creed. I didn't think it was amazing, but he won Best Supporting Actor at the Golden Globes. And it actually means a lot to me because I mumble too, kind of, and I'm in my head about. I took speech as a kid. He talks about winning a Golden Globe and even making Rocky as a mumbling actor that the studio took a chance on. So the whole story kind of hits me well, and I know there's a huge Rocky universe out there. And this year is the 40th anniversary. Crazy enough, 60th of Star Trek, but 40th of Rocky that came out in 76.
Yeah.
So
I think you started mentioning it earlier, but you didn't finish. I think you got distracted. Maybe I cut you off.
No, go ahead.
Did you tell them about the sale we're doing for the 60th anniversary?
I didn't fully say it. I mentioned it, but go ahead.
So we're not trying to push anything. If anything, this is to discourage you from signing up for our Patreon for 1 week. So, it's September 8th.
This might be the worst business model ever. Don't avoid us now.
Don't sign up for our Patreon right now. So starting in September, for the month of September, we're going to do a sale on Patreon where your first month is free and to celebrate the 60th anniversary of Star Trek. So if you were going to sign up today, just wait a week. When we have the sale, but yeah, we're gonna do that. And funny enough, I think we've talked about this a couple times. Mike and I coincidentally we filmed our first video. We filmed a man trap. It was not planned on September 8th, like the anniversary of Star Trek.
Pretty wild, yeah.
And I didn't really realize it because it was kind of like we were just trying to get shit like scheduled, and it was like a day after, like when I kind of realized, oh shit, when I started seeing the 60th anniversary post, I was like, oh my god. It's the 60th anniversary, so...
I mean, could you write that, though? That's like one of those weird coincidences.
Yeah, I mean, it's just really weird happenstance. But anyways, Ken R. wrote that what they did, I'm assuming he's talking about...
that too, yeah.
Bully Ray.
He's talking about the Bubba Bomb through the table.
So he says what they did to
and Mae Young said to do it stiff.
So yeah, Mae Young was mad at Bubba because if you watch him putting her through a table, so basically Bubba, for those that don't know, is this large 300-pound man. He jumps off the top rope, power bombs Mae Young, who was like in her 70s, I think at the time, through a table.
Maybe older.
But if you watch it, he goes through the table ass first.
Yeah.
He takes the whole bump.
Oh yeah.
I mean, don't get me wrong, she still took a bump, but she wanted to take it. That was her idea.
I've heard the story. She's like, if you don't treat me like one of the boys, I'm gonna kick your ass or something like that.
Bubba describes her as the toughest man he's ever met.
Yeah, which
I mean, she's tough.
I love
She was a very tough lady.
I love it. It's old school.
I wouldn't call it a disgrace.
Yeah.
And she was pregnant.
Oh, Ken R.
So for those that don't know, which I assume is everybody, Mae Young was involved with a relationship with another wrestler called Mark Henry, much younger than her, and somehow she gave birth to a hand, was how the story concluded. Welcome to the Attitude Era of WWE.
For better or worse.
Yeah, but I think we're going to start wrapping this up, guys. We'll
yeah,
go
maybe another
minutes.
5-10 minutes, guys, just because we appreciate you being here. This was kind of last minute. We just watched the third movie, and
Mike's got to drive back to Orlando.
Yeah, we just love shooting the shit with you guys and hanging out, and what you guys want to see more of, what you like, what you don't like.
Yep,
we're just here for a good time.
Oh, Ken R, quite the wrestling fan, Ken R. Yep, she was indeed in a relationship with Mark Henry, Sexual Chocolate. Dead God said I wanted to fuck with Mae Young no matter how old she was.
Yeah.
I like how this has turned into a Mae Young discussion. I thought we were going to talk about.
I actually saw Missy Hyatt was not happy with the Dark Side of the Ring on her. They said there was bad lighting, and which I actually really enjoyed those Dark Sides of the Ring.
She wasn't upset about the things they said.
She said the lighting was bad on her when they interviewed her, the way they shot it.
Oh.
And I don't know if it was the editing, but she didn't seem thrilled with it. And they just aired an episode on her, which
well, that's
I don't know if anybody's watched.
A lot of modern
episode,
documentaries now do like kind of half lighting, which I'm
not always the best.
I'm not
light.
crazy about it either. Satoshi Matrix.
Oh, that is a great question. Yeah.
Hey, Mike, what do you want to see in Star Trek 4 since you haven't seen it yet? What is your hope?
I think always Orlando. I'm down in West. Okay, we'll get back to that. Star Trek 4. I just kind of want to see Spock become the Spock of old, to be honest, because I still really feel. I mean, man, I feel like it's all going to hit Kirk between the Enterprise and his son. Like maybe he's still shell shocked because this all happened in a short amount of time. But kind of the beginning of the third movie, when reality sets, he's like how alone the Enterprise feels without Spock's presence and just in general. And I just did really like the camaraderie. Like Scotty made a joke early on in the third movie. I don't think we talked about. Like they're trying to be there for each other, and I thought that was really nice. So for the fourth movie, I want to make sure Spock's okay first and foremost before we proceed into another adventure, whether it's with the Klingons, the Romulans, whatever it is. Like, I just want to make sure his capacity.
Yeah. What do you think is going to happen to the crew? Because I mean, they stole a ship. It's not Starfleet's not.
Yeah, they might be facing charges of some kind. I'm not sure. I guess we'll see. But hey, Lion Wolf down in West Palm. Yeah, I actually my family has a place in West Palm, so I'm down there a bit, kind of by Congress Avenue. Lion Wolf, we could talk privately or shoot a message, but. Yeah, love hanging out down there. There's some good food, some good wings. Like to hang out at Lake Worth Beach. Hardcore Holly, Dead God, you read Hardcore Holly's book. He seems like such an asshole, but like I don't know.
Does.
He really does. Oh, and Ken R. I was there at WrestleMania 18 for the record. I'll never forget, and it was hard to see. We were high up. We watched mostly on the monitor. I will never forget waiting to be let in. Everybody was just like, "Let us in," like one of those chants, and a huge sign of Booker T rose in the crowd and gave everybody a good pop. But Ken R., it was freezing our asses off in mid-March. But me and four of my high school friends, and we spent too much time there. I think we came up Saturday. We stayed there till Wednesday. The show was Sunday. We were kind of sick of each other by Wednesday. We should have left a day or two early. But I will never forget. I mean, Hogan Rock, just when he hulked up and just everything. That it was once in a lifetime.
It's a great match from a storytelling standpoint. Obviously. I mean, work rate, it's fine, too, but, like, the storytelling is
I think
phenomenal.
even not to get even too Meltzer, but, like, he said he's, like, from a technical standpoint, this is, like, a 2. From a theatric standpoint, I stand by it's a 5. It's a 5.
It's an amazing match. It's memorable.
In a weird way, kind of like the Wrath of Khan or some of these episodes, if you don't know the history of these guys, and if it was the first thing you saw of Hogan or Rock, it probably wouldn't make sense to you. But if you know the backstory of the characters and the history, yes, it was amazing. So, yeah.
If you guys want to see Mike having fun at a wrestling show, go look up ECW One Night Stand. You'll see Mike in the crowd a lot.
In the words of Christian, go fuck yourself.
Look for the guy in the white beater in the crowd. You can't miss him.
Yeah, Ken R., I agree about that, though. Yeah, and Ken R., I do know the fourth is supposed to be a very good film. Because you said as much as you like Wrath of Khan, it's not your favorite. I'm guessing 4 or 6 is your favorite. You don't need to go into it here.
No, I'm not going to go into it, but
I'm excited to.
I go back and forth between the movies, but
yeah.
I mean, we're kind of spoiled for choice. Like some people earlier were talking about Star Trek V being the worst or not being a good movie, but the thing is, like,
you can talk about it. I can.
But the thing is, like, Star Trek V also has the unfortunate position, much like season 3 of TOS, of having to deal with how good the other ones are. And I think on its own, Star Trek V is a good movie.
I said that going into this though, like. The high of Wrath of Khan.
And they don't try to go for quite the same emotional high, which you can't.
I'm glad they changed the cadence of the movie a
little bit. Yeah. Yeah, you have to.
Yeah. But guys, I think we're going to do about 5 more minutes here just because we've been on here a bit. So if there's any thing you want to about Star Trek or Babylon or Batman, anything going forward in the future,
or
what
Xena,
you want us to watch.
Please watch Xena.
Somebody watch Xena. But okay. we watched this Hercules episode with Xena, which I'm going to edit the next couple of days. Her sensuality, holy hell.
Yeah, much more
I
so
had
than
to
on
dream
Xena.
about Xena. I mean, the way she was rubbing his Jesus. I mean, Lucy Lawless is incredible. And also, it's so funny, even watching the fight scene in Hercules, as good as it was, Xena is so athletic in the episodes we've watched.
She's so much better.
Her physicality is incredible.
Yeah, and I will give credit to, and this is the only episode of Hercules we've ever watched. So, I mean,
I've never seen it.
It's
Yeah.
hard for us to, like, judge it on a whole, but I will say it was cool that Kevin Sorbo and, I can't remember the actor that played Aeolus, but they both did all their own stunts.
Yeah.
They both did all their own fighting, and they did it well. I was actually really surprised, too, by Kevin Sorbo's performance.
Yeah.
He was a much better actor than I expected him to be.
I thought it was great, yeah.
So, yeah.
Marshall Henderson, just because I don't think we've read your comment yet, it's almost unwatchable. That's fine. We're seeing diverse opinion on Star Trek V, so I'm kind of curious when we get there.
Yeah.
Some people seem to think it's not as bad as it is, and
Yeah.
other people...
I mean, who knows? I mean, you know, we might change. Like, sometimes watching some of these episodes of TOS with Mike has definitely changed my mind on some of them. Getting his perspective on them, and sometimes some of the comments you guys leave
even
change
your
our
perspective. Multiple episodes we've changed ratings for better or worse. I forget which one it was. It was one of the season 3 episodes. The more we discussed it, I was like, I like this less and less.
What was
I don't
it?
think we posted it yet.
Shoot, I can't.
Like, I
remember.
gave it like a C+, and the more we talked about it, I'm like, this is like a D. This is not good.
Man, I can't. Oh, was it Mark of Gideon? Maybe. I know we ended up, we weren't too crazy. I think it might be Mark of Gideon.
Maybe.
There was one that, like, we talked about it for like a day or two, and it was like, can we go back and re-rate this? Because we kept finding like holes in the story. I think it was Mark of Gideon, because we were like, it doesn't make sense that they have no room on the planet, yet they have room to build the entire Enterprise.
Yes. It made no sense whatsoever. It was Mark and Gideon.
Yeah.
Anyway.
But I mean, overall, we enjoyed season 3 of TOS more so than most people, I think. Star Trek V plays better watching in release order because you have time to miss TOS. Yeah, that's true because
how much time has gone by? Can you tell me that? Because this was 84, the movie. Because Back to the Future didn't come out.
Well,
yet,
the thing
right?
is, we're gonna have to watch some TNG before we watch episode 5.
What,
so.
like a season or two
Let
of
me-
TNG? Or...
Let me see when Star Trek V came out.
Yeah, and Marshall, to say the idea of Star Trek V is solid, but the execution is oddly off. We said that a lot about the season 3 TOS episodes. Quite a few of them where, like, in theory, this sounds good, but the way they did it, not really us.
So
Not really for us.
It was June.
I see Spock's in it. I'm looking at the poster
So
here.
don't look at this poster. So it looks like
1989.
yeah, and it
Middle of season 2 TNG.
yeah, I think
You
that's
know, I
right.
might do a reaction channel with some of these commenters. They seem to know more than you do.
Dude, I've been ever since we started this channel. I mean, have stopped kind of doing all my usual rewatches of Star Trek.
Well, it makes it fresher for you, though, because some episodes you
yeah.
haven't seen. Wasn't there a season 3 TOS that you might have missed? And it was like near the end. You looked at me and you're like, I don't know if I've seen this. And
I can't remember
it
which
was
one
near
it was.
the end.
I can't remember which one it was. We haven't come to it yet. I know that because it's in the reaction. I think I say like
Maybe I didn't see this. Yeah.
Yeah, that happened to me the last time I watched Enterprise. I realized there were like 3 episodes. It was the second time I'd only watched Enterprise once, and I realized, oh, there's like 3 episodes I just never watched, which was exciting for me because I'm like, oh, new Star Trek. Unfortunately, one of the episodes was terrible. But
Hey, what is Enterprise? Can I ask?
it's a show. It's just called Enterprise.
I know, I'm joking.
You already know about that.
Yeah, Mark of Gideon was rough.
Yeah.
How is the planet so congested, but they have the entire room? And how do they know to build a
And they made the
complete
computers work in
replica?
in a way that like
It
Kirk
makes
would be
no
fooled.
sense.
Like it's so dumb.
Because there was a scene in a later episode where they said there was overpopulation was the issue. Let's talk about Mark of Gideon for a second, where there was a great scene where like people were like, or was it a Babylon that we watched where people are like pressed up to the window and there's no room? And we're like, that's the kind of scene they needed in Mark of Gideon to oversell the overpopulation.
I think not long after we watched Mark of Gideon, we watched maybe Babylon Squared or something where they're like evacuating everybody.
Yes.
Yeah. So by
Like
the
a
way,
sense
guys,
of chaos.
we have finished watching season 1 of Babylon 5. So I mean, we're about to end the stream anyways, but yeah, in Babylon Square when they're evacuating everybody, they have like close-up shots of them up against like the railing or like a fence.
And if you guys aren't watching Babylon, it's my first time watching it. It's great. It's very enjoyable. There's a lot of characters, so it takes a few episodes to kind of learn the ensemble cast. But I'm enjoying it, and I can't wait to see. I just haven't seen that many Babylon comments, so I don't know the crossover of the audience right now. But I'm enjoying it, so excited to go. And apparently the second season is where it really gets into high gear.
Yeah, we finally got to like have Mike see Kosh say, "And so it begins," which
great.
You've been seeing in comments.
Multiple people have commented.
From we started like posting Babylon 5, he's seen that in comments.
Badger, my life equals Lazarus Tear. Badger. Calm down, brother. Calm down, brother.
Hachiman said, I predict Mike will need to get halfway into season 2 of TNG before it starts to grow on him.
You've kind of said that.
I mean, I've been telling you that for like 15 years, that the first 2 seasons can be rough. There's some good episodes.
That's why we're going to keep watching Batman to bring us out of the funk.
I mean, there are some good episodes in there, but I don't know. But Mike, you might have a different perspective on it, you know? I appreciate those first 2 seasons now more than I did when I first watched them. And who knows, you might end up being like, oh, this isn't as bad as I thought or better than I thought.
Well, right now, season 3 of TOS has not been what I thought it would be.
Yeah.
In a good way, I mean. And I was really predicting terrible storylines,
and I think
slow pacing.
I think season 1 of TNG is better than season 3. Season 8, there is no season 8.
Oh, no. Matrix is going to be mad at me. I have not seen The Terminator.
That's great. It's good news for the channel.
It's good news financially. And I'm a huge Arnold fan also. I've seen Kindergarten Cop.
Me too. That's a classic.
We can't do first time watching Kindergarten Cop.
I've seen it.
Well, wait. Collaboration. If target audience want to watch Kindergarten Cop with us and we've all seen it, can we just all have a good time and hang out and watch Kindergarten Cop?
Yeah, we're going to try and do something with those guys. We don't know what or how, but we're going to try and do it. But
yeah, no, great guys to hang out with.
Yeah.
But they're watching so much stuff that's awesome.
But yeah, Marshall Henderson, Mike's kind of like, I wouldn't say new to sci, but you just haven't watched a lot of
It's just not the genre. I don't know. I kind of like classic comedy or drama, one or the other.
Yeah.
So sci-fi fantasy is not really my thing.
Which is great for the channel.
Yeah,
so it's good, good for us.
I guess.
But it's cool because a lot of this stuff, a lot of these concepts are new to you. So it's I don't know, man. It's fun for me to like see it through your eyes, you know, and hear your perspective.
Sure.
But anyways, are you about ready to wrap it up?
Maybe 2 more minutes, guys, and we'll call it a day. Not that we want to, but just we don't want to torture you anymore with us. But,
this man's got to drive home.
Yes.
I gotta have a drink. I will say, guys,
not Terminator. I've not seen Terminator. So just coming up next, actually, that might be a good way to end it. What coming up next? We're gonna take a little break and catch up on editing, and then in September we're gonna start filming more. We have the Batman movie coming up, Batman 66 movie. It's an ensemble. Don't say anything else, guys. I think it's gonna be a lot of fun, and the fact that we've taken a bit of a break from Batman for about a month because we ended up watching it just faster than we expected because I think one day we had technical problems with a Xena episode, so we watched Batman instead. So we have like 4 or 5 more Batman to show you guys, 5 more, and then we're gonna do the movie. So we have that. We have the 4th movie, and then continue Babylon. We're gonna do a Babylon season 1 wrap up. So if there's comments about Babylon season 1 wrap up, I think you did post about that.
Yep. We already got a lot of comments on that. Obviously, don't post any spoilers past season 1 of Babylon. I know that's very difficult to do.
And I'm not reading these, so he'll see them before I will. So,
but I mean, I think the biggest thing is like we've kind of taken a break from Batman because we finished it so quickly. But I think the way it's going to work out, we're going to finish Batman season 1 around the same time that we finish posting Batman season.
Thanks, Matrix.
TOS season 3 on the channel. So we'll probably have the motion picture and the Batman movie out probably the same month. Maybe I don't think it won't be the same week.
Maybe late September at this point, early October at the pace we're going.
Yeah, I think so.
Because we're like 10 into season 3. We're really going to try to just expedite these season 3 episodes to get to the movies and the fun stuff that you guys want to see in TNG and whatnot.
Yeah.
So
when do we see a video at Mike's crib? You see him all the time at Mike's crib, actually. In fact, I think isn't the last TOS episode I think we did was from your place?
I don't remember.
We go back and forth. Like sometimes we film at his place, sometimes we film at mine.
Yeah.
But all right.
Yeah, we had a great time. If there's any closing comments, we got 33 people on left here. We honestly really appreciate you guys on a weekend taking the time to just hang out and shoot the shit with us. We enjoy this.
You must have something better to do.
On that note, guys, we're going to say goodbye. again, thank you from the bottom of our hearts. We love this channel. We love this community. We're going to catch up on editing and then get back to filming and hopefully have these movies and everything out as fast as possible for you guys. So have a great weekend, guys. Thank you again.
Thanks. Good to see you, JG Laster. I don't think I said hello to you. You long time coming. Oh, Paul D's.
Yeah, we'll say a couple quick goodbyes. We'll hang on another 60 seconds, guys, just to make it fast for everybody.
Guys, I hope both of you and everyone in the chat is doing well. I am mid-drive, so we'll rewind at the beginning. Listen, sounds
Paul
great.
D, thank you.
Yeah, I think I'm going to leave. I usually make these... I usually private these live streams because I just don't want them to inundate our channel. But I think we're going to leave this one up for a day or so, and then we'll take it down. So.
Yeah, Chris, don't worry. Rathacon is coming. We know you've been waiting. Matrix, thank you for joining us. Badger, thanks. Lexi Pop, thanks.
Chris,
just love saying goodbye. Next 60 seconds, we're going to be signing off so you guys can enjoy your evening.
Chris, we'll release...
Thanks, Marshall Anderson.
We'll release the motion picture and Rathacon edits after we are done posting Season 3 of TOS. So.
And Chris, we're going to leave this live for at least a couple days. Usually we kind of get rid of these quickly or make them private.
We'll leave it live at least till tomorrow.
Yeah, if you guys want to hang out and catch up. We're just a lot of hanging out and shooting the shit and just talking about fun stuff. So, yeah, Badger, thanks. Appreciate it.
Badger, great iFlow commercial. Yeah,
Chris, thanks again.
You might see Mike pop up in some commercials in your areas.